On there, try and do my thing. Great. I don't know how many people got on. One thing I say for those people trained yesterday, especially people teaching, and obviously we've got a lot of new people obviously start the year. Everyone, I think the most fashionable thing for 2021 is that everyone wants to become a retail trader or a professional trader, which is quite weird. I suppose you've got nothing else to do. It was fairly good. Going on to another thing, we'll go through it, is that the market profile yesterday, especially on the trade and mate, worked to a T. And the only reason I can say it because I had like 5 or 6 people on one-to-one who were new, and we were following that, especially in the FTSE, and indeed in the afternoon in the Wall Street. And I think Steve, Educator Trader, alluded to it, that when you get quiet markets, and you can say, as opposed to last week, and the markets have been tight, Wall Street's been fairly flat. I mean, it's no shock today that both the DAX and the FTSE and obviously Wall Street have been flat most of the day when we open at 8 o'clock. So I can't see that changing today. So therefore, we'll wait for a couple more minutes as such, and we'll go onto the screen. Morning, James.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Yeah, long time no see.
It has been, mate. It has been. I've finally sort of worked out my tech.
Yeah. If people don't know who James is, James very kindly sends us the emails out, which we send to you. So you can put an email to an ugly face now, which is quite good. Many thanks. And the same thing, those emails go out at the right time. You do your research, 2 or 3, and it does help you to put you on the front foot, even if the comments are right or wrong. It's a view that someone takes, and you look at it. So I'm going to quickly whack everyone onto the shared screen.
What are you thinking bonds, Neil?
Well, yeah, I mean, you mentioned it a while, and I think we did see a slight reverse from where we've had for the last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
And I know we've mentioned it a lot. For a lot of new people who are obviously retail traders, you don't have the functionality to trade bonds. But years ago, and obviously I come from being a government bond trader for 25 years, they do tend to move the markets. And if you go to what 3 of the Fed members yesterday, they all mentioned the yield curves. Yeah, so they're aware of it. And we've said for the last few weeks, if the yields do go up, it will affect the indices eventually. However, it'll be very interesting, me reading on this now. Remember that we've had 7 Fed members speak yesterday. I think we've got just 3 today, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got
Powell tomorrow, obviously the big one at 5:30, and then of course we have the blackout for the 2 weeks. Yeah, and those people, I'll go through it quickly. Those people who don't understand what the blackout is, every 2 weeks before every central bank meeting, they cannot talk. So no surprise, we had them all gassing yesterday about we'll start. We might as well start now, as it was 7:53. Most of them as such, gassed about taper. Yeah, so the same thing as Jack was saying. What do you think about T-bonds? I think we can put the taper and T-bonds in the same hat. Obviously, after 2013 and 2015, everyone's scared to say the word taper. Yeah, and those who don't understand what taper is, it's starting to end QE, it's starting to end free money. So that is, I think, the question of taper or not. And most of those Fed members yesterday made it very clear that probably be the last time they'll talk about taper in 2021. So that's interesting. So on Wednesday, what have we got here? We've got the US impeachment vote. That's at 8 o'clock. I don't think it'll do anything. And I think James' email said, I'm pretty sure that Biden's group will not impeach Trump until the 20th, till after Biden's in power. So we've got that in there. What else I've written here is that the Democrat Schumer, obviously, will be a fairly important person. I don't think we'll get that $2,000 relief until after Biden's in power. I think that'll be Biden's first Christmas gift or 2021 Democrat gift to the public. So that won't be in the market. So we go from there. So going forward to the markets, hopefully you can see the screen as such. I'm going to look at the FTSE at 8 o'clock. I don't expect very much at 8 o'clock. Normally, and actually this week, I think we sold FTSE yesterday and did very well. The rest of the time, there's no price action. The price action that's probably been the easiest has been in the Wall Street at 2:30. Yeah, not so much. And the reason why Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, we've had no real news out. There's been nothing really fundamentally to move the markets. And no surprise that Wall Street put in a 200 tick range, FTSE had a very tight range. And for those of you who can look at the right-hand side, hopefully you can see that screen. We look at the market profile, not so much on the right-hand side because that's the today, and it's very thin at the moment because we've got a very small range. But if we look at the left-hand side, down here around 67, 60, where we are now, you know, these are 30-minute prints. These letters here equal 30-minute time prints. If we look at here at 67.56, we have basically the alphabet here. I think we've got about, what, 10, 12 letters. That's 6 hours. So basically, 6 hours yesterday, the FTSE traded around 67, 54, 52, 58, all around there. We basically went nowhere. So have we got a few more? I've struggled with my IT. I need an IT person to work out why people can't log in at the right time. But then, hey-ho, I'm not very good at IT. Anyway, so we're going to look at it. We whack in now because we're getting forward to it. I'm looking at the FTSE. So in a way, looking at market profile from yesterday, that's just look at today. I would say there's a bit of traffic congestion here. And although we're coming off now, I'll expect round between 67.50 to 58 to be a challenge. And yesterday we saw, had you gone short yesterday, we saw a massive spike up in the FTSE between 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock and 30 seconds.
Hello, yeah. How are you?
All right. Who's that? Right. And I'm just going through it. I come back to you. Someone else will come on, Charlie. Right. So we expect it there. So because what we find at 8 o'clock is new. We get those market orders. Yeah, we know the market orders. They buy, sell at market. And if you're a big broker, someone like James, the punter, wants to get some trades off, he will have to try and trade at 8 o'clock. And basically, a lot of people will wait. Yeah. In theory, yeah, what's the point of sticking a neck out when there's no news going on? I sort of agree with that because I've been a broker before. A client doesn't care what price he gets. He just wants to get 50, 100, 200, 300 lots away, whatever. Yeah, he just wants a quantity away rather than price, which is great for us for day traders. Yeah, let's not forget it. Today, obviously, we've seen the FTSE getting hit here somewhat as we come into 8 o'clock.
Ignore that action, Neil, or...
Well, you don't. We'll go through it now. Is that we expect it because we know their market orders. If we go to yesterday at 8 o'clock, then we had a massive spike up 15 ticks, where the FTSE made a new high and then dropped 70 ticks on the chart. Everything else, and we were all short. And I said it's quite hard when you come in here not to get spooked out from what your view is to what you think. So again, here, as I said, we're looking at it here, round about this here, because we can use. Yesterday, the day before, everything else, it tells me there's a bit of traffic here. And although we look very weak here, yeah, and of course, we still have our stops in here, I would expect, in a way, the FTSE to hold in here, and we've still got 1 or 2 minutes to go. So obviously, what people are trying to do is probably to spook out the market. We are looking at all the other markets, and they're not overly being sold off or bought. There's no news out today. Looking at the charts, what have we got at 9 o'clock? Industrial production. Christine Lagarde allegedly speaks at 9 o'clock. I don't think it's an important speech. And we have industrial production at 10 o'clock. So there's nothing near at 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock to spook us out. However, we're aware that in the last 4 or 5 minutes coming into the 8 o'clock, there's a seller in the camp. So we still try and use our price action. We look at the price action here. FTSE 57, 59, fine, slightly wide prices. Because no one's willing to make a price. And at 8 o'clock, it sort of says to us there's no one willing to make a price. In theory, would we say there's probably stops below 67.46? Yeah. And we've seen the selling column again here, but we're still down to 30 seconds of trading. Also, the market profile, if we believe in it, is telling us that there should be a fairly supported here. And we wait and see for the next 10, 15 second set. But what James said, do we look at the price action? We have to, because these are reality prices trading. In reality, there could be nothing on the bid and nothing on the offer. And then we could suddenly see at 8 o'clock a massive spike up 10, 15, 20 ticks. We know that because the price action we just said on the way down is exactly the same on the way up. Yeah, we just see the FTSE just move. What do we say here? 6, 7 ticks in 15 seconds. So in a way here, I haven't seen no reason to buy the market or sell the market. The only thing that makes me want to buy the market is because I'm looking at the market profile from yesterday, and it's basically telling me, we said before, between 67.50 and 67.60, there's a fairly bit of support. However, we are seeing the selling coming in here fairly quickly. I still haven't traded. I don't think it's a big enough move. I'm on the sim here. I've had someone earlier on. We decided to go long at what was the price? Was it 56? And we got a stop in, I think, at 36. He's a new trader, and he wants to work out how we work out market profile from where we're here. But also the same thing, because I've done my homework, because I've read James's email, the missive, there's not a lot going on. There was not a lot in Asia going on. So in a way, I've prepared my research, and I'm not thinking what's out there. Oh, there's stops out there. Has the UK done anything weird? We've run out of vaccine as Hancock, or we're going to lockdown 6. So we're expecting a quiet market. Yeah. So in a way, when we are in a quiet market, the technicals, and everyone knows I'm not the hugest fan of technicals. Yeah, because I look at the news. I always do news over technical as such. Tells me this morning, especially up to 1:30, I would say the FTSE is going to be in the 20-30 tick range. Yeah, and there's no shock, we said before, around the area on the market profile. Where did we say? What did we say beforehand? 52. What's the low of the FTSE here? Bang, 52. We look at the market profile yesterday. It did give us a little clue, but at the time, looking at the price action, it looked as though it was terrible. We saw the price action at 8 o'clock. There was sells everywhere. But let's get a region here. We stuck here yesterday for 6-7 hours. There's no news coming out. There's nothing really going on, and we're stuck here again. So in theory, we're long here. I think if it did break probably 50 where we are here, you'd be worried about having the stops in. Yeah, and we're going to see stops coming in now. But volume-wise, look, wow, bang, bang, bang. We just got up to, where did we get up to on that candle a minute ago? 62. So again, we're seeing on the 8 o'clock a fairly volatile opening. Without showing that the bears are in the market, they've won. We're long here. I've got to stop in here. We've gone straight through, probably stopped all these people out here. Yeah, but there's nothing in there. Look at it. I mean, I've got a 5 minute here. If we go on this seriously, let's get 1 minute. Let's get on the crack cocaine, shall we? Yeah, and we see, this is what we're seeing here. We stopped everyone out down here. Like we said, we stopped to be here. Yeah, anyone who was long has stopped out, and now we're back to where we are. So in reality, although it looks as though if you sold it round here at 8 o'clock, you could have made 20 ticks. You had to be very quick from a scalping point of view, from a trading point of view. I think anyone who was long there, luckily I had a 20 ticks stopping, and I'm back to where we were, but instead it small up. But in reality, if we look at the market, it's still slow. Remember, we go to Q at 8 o'clock, a market profile, and we still stuck around here. However, there was, to me, no reason actually to trade at the moment. I think you'd have been caught long, so probably stopped out the scalp. Obviously, from 50 down, this is where the stops were on a straight line. I don't like looking at 1 minute charts, but that's when what we see in real time. I do prefer the 15-minute chart, and again here it tells you how messy it is. Yeah, so that's quickly going on today. Again, a few people have asked, what do you think today? What we've had so far with a lot of people is they're over trading, and let's rearrange that. Let's call it boredom trading, and that's what we've had this week. So again, Thursday's the big day. We looked at it. We've got Powell speaking. We've got Biden offering whatever it is, and we've got the OPEC meeting, and we'll probably go through it for those of you new. We have the OFX out on Friday in the FTSE. For those of you who are unaware, the dividends and the OFX, everything else, we do tend to get a nice move in the FTSE on the mid-January. Yeah, but I'll do a Zoom about that probably tomorrow. Anyway, that's it. James, you want to do your market profile? Do that whenever you're free.
Yeah, that'd be great, mate. Okay, I'll be in touch.
You just touch us. The rest of you, the secret I think today is maybe not over trade. I think someone said to me yesterday he felt that he may not trade all day yesterday. I think he traded once and made money. So remember, we have two options: you can buy or sell, or not trade at all. Not trading, that doesn't make you a bad trader or a scared trader. It basically tells you that you don't think there's much going on. And you can look at that FTSE all you want in the last, what be the 5 minutes flat. It's basically gone nowhere. Yeah. So you can, I suppose you could say from the opening that the bears are in town. However, to me, I've got one long hair on a market profile. My stop's down here somewhere, I think. We'd say 36, I think. You can take it on board here. But in theory, there's nothing going on. And in theory, there is nothing going on. We what's the old saying? You can't get blood out of a stone. The market will move, and again, I'll wait for the news to come out. Yeah, most of you who have got trader made, use the news. Okay, right, that's it.
Thanks, Neil.
Who's got a nice dog? That's a very good dog. Yeah. Anyway, I'll speak to you all later.
Cheers,
All right,
Neil.
bye.
See you guys.
Cheers, Neil.
That's a nice dog. I like that.